research. Not all supplements are created equal. I trust Active Liver because it's backed by science, meets strict quality standards, and delivers true daily liver support.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
Protect your retirement. The Presley Group time, 6 o'clock.
WBRP Baker, Baton Rouge. WTGE HD2, Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM.
ABC News. I'm Dave Packer. A grand jury's indicted ex-FBI Director James Comey.
Sources tell ABC News prosecutors sought 3 felony counts against James Comey and that the grand jury approved 2 of them. The former FBI director will be charged with making false statements and with obstructing justice. The case will be prosecuted by the newly named acting U.S. Attorney for Eastern Virginia. Lindsay Halligan was formerly a defense attorney for Donald Trump and an aide in his White House focused on content at the Smithsonian. She has no prosecutorial experience. Sources say staff in her office had recommended that charges against Comey not be brought.
ABC's Stephen Portnoy. Meanwhile, sources telling ABC News that multiple top federal prosecutors received a directive Monday to prepare to launch investigations of the Open Society Foundations, a group funded by Democratic billionaire donor George Soros. President Trump signing an executive order clearing the way to save TikTok operations in the U.S.
The White House says that they've approved this sale to happen, and the president saying that Chinese leader Xi Jinping is good with it. But the White House has said that it still needs to go through paperwork. It needs to go through regulatory reviews. As I mentioned, that algorithm, it needs to be signed off by Beijing for that to be exported or sold off.
ABC's Selena Wang. An unprecedented order from Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth summoning hundreds of generals, admirals, and senior officers from around the world for an urgent meeting in Quantico, Virginia next Tuesday. Hegseth not saying why. Sean Diddy Combs back in court today in a last-ditch effort to get his conviction overturned ahead of his sentencing next month.
The defense said Sean Combs transported girlfriends and male escorts across state lines and internationally so he could watch them have sex as part of the freak-offs that we all heard so much about during trial. He had no financial motive as a pimp whatsoever. Prosecutors said it didn't really matter because even as a voyeur, Sean Combs was violent.
That's ABC's Aaron Kotersky. You're listening to ABC News.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
Just a few days to go until a possible government shutdown. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries today hitting back on threats from the Trump administration that if the shutdown occurs, it'll prompt mass firings, not just temporary furloughs.
We will not be intimidated by these threats coming from the most extreme parts of the Trump administration.
President Trump canceled a scheduled meeting with Democratic lawmakers on the funding earlier this week. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has headed to prison after he was found guilty in an international bribery scheme. ABC's Ines de la Catira has more.
This case revolves around his time as Interior Minister back in 2005. Prosecutors say that he essentially struck a deal with Libyan officials, offering up diplomatic favors in exchange for campaign finances. The court says that it couldn't actually find that any of those finances made it into Sarkozy's accounts, but they say that doesn't matter, that it's the intent that matters here.
In Florida, 2 men and their dogs were killed in an apparent lightning strike this week, say authorities. The men traveled from the Miami area with the dogs for a hunting trip when they were found dead along a trail in Highlands County Wednesday. Amazon will pay a record-setting $2.5 billion in a newly announced settlement agreement with the FTC over allegations that the company duped millions of users to sign up for its Prime program and then made it difficult to cancel. I'm Dave Packer, ABC News.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
The information and views expressed on the following program are not necessarily the views of this station and Guarantee Media. Content is for entertainment purposes only.
Ralph Sellers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram presents the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show with Kevin Ford. Brought to you by Bowie Outfitters, Plaquemines Parish Tourism, the Propane Dealers of Louisiana by Campos Marina, St. Bernard Parish Tourism by Demco, CCA Louisiana and the CCA Star Tournament, Okuma Fishing by Mallard Bay, Paloma Lake, Death Grip Jig Heads, Four Horsemen Courts by Miralure, the Chandelier Islander, Avid Boats, and by the Delta Marina. Now let's get you ready for the weekend in the outdoors with your host, Kevin Ford.
And good evening and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show. I'm Kevin Ford in studio here tonight. We're here each and every Thursday from 6:05 until 7 p.m. on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge. Little front moving through here, and we're going to have temperatures in the 60s, mid-60s, so a little bit of cool off. Some fall fishing is definitely getting here, and boy, we're glad to see that. And it's going to be a beautiful weekend. It's going to be dry this weekend, and even with this little front, very little wind, so there won't be a lot of wind out there this weekend. Not great news for the teal hunters, and it's going to be clear, but as far as fishing goes, you're going to have just great opportunities to go out there and fish. And we're starting to see some migration of some keeper-sized speckled trout on the inside right now. So certainly that's going to be a good thing. And I think it's, we're just a couple of fronts away from things really kicking off out there and us having a real good fall fishing season. Gulf of Mexico still pretty much blocked off by upper level conditions for tropical development, which is great news. Every day that goes by, the safer we get as far as that goes as we move into latter September. So things are certainly heating up for the fall. Mississippi River down in Venice is down to 3 feet. It's going to go to 2.9 feet. So, and the flounder bite down there is off the charts. So remember, you have until October 15th, and that's when they close the flounder season. But if you want to go catch flounder, go hit any cut, anywhere in Venice, and any of the passes, and go from cut to cut to cut and fish those, preferably on a falling tide, and you will catch flounder if you like to do that. But you only have about 3 weeks left to get that done. Lots of guests tonight, lots to talk about, so we'll take our first time out. When we come back, Captain Lloyd Landry, Outcast Fishing Charters, is going to join us as we get things rolling here on the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
Hey, Max! We're looking good. Yeah! Buy your new Chevy the easy way. Wow! Ralph Sellers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Whoa! Ralph Sellers Chevrolet Hyundai. Yep. Hey, Max here. Hey, Max! On road or off? Wait, what? We're saving you money. That's right. Our goal? Sell you your car, truck, or SUV the easy way. Yeah! Oh, it's on at Ralph Sellers. Right here. Come walk our lot or go online. Right now. You're going to love this. Ralph Sellers.
Plaquemines Parish, just south of New Orleans, is the premier fishing destination in the country. From bass in the Mississippi River Delta to redfish and speckled trout along the coast to yellowfin tuna and more offshore. Come fish North America's richest estuary. Plaquemines Parish boasts the South's best waterfowl hunting and is an ecotourism paradise. World-class marinas, abundant lodging along the banks of the Mississippi River, great restaurants, and the best licensed charter boat captains in the country are why we want you to visit Plaquemines Parish, where it's not just fishing, it's catching. Visit us at plaqueminesparishtourism.com.
Come to Shell Beach and hook a left at the bridge and see my friends at Campos Marina. They have what you need for your fishing trip and are located in the heart of the best fishing in St. Bernard Parish. And Campos' famous live shrimp come with a guarantee of catching fish or they're going to die trying. Our staff will help get you in and out of the water quickly, and they have lots of parking for your truck and trailer. Fuel, ice, and overnight accommodations are also available. Come to Shell Beach and let the Campo family help you have a fishing trip of a lifetime. Campo's Marina since 1903. Call today at 504-239-6377.
Making memories is what the outdoors is about, and that's our specialty at Saltgrass Lodge in Buras, just 1 hour south of New Orleans. Spend a day with one of our 12 licensed captains catching reds or offshore fishing in the Gulf. Then enjoy some of the best local seafood and Cajun cuisine at our 4-story antebellum-style lodge on the banks of the Mississippi River. Sleep in comfort in one of our luxurious rooms overlooking the river, or relax in our pool and cabanas. Family and corporate packages are available. Book your adventure today at saltgrassoutdoors.com.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of a propane burner starting off another epic tailgate. I'm Miss Louisiana Gabrielle McLeod with some safety messages for your next trip to the ballpark. First, check the tailgating rules at your venue. Most stadiums have strict rules about when, where, and how to tailgate safely. Propane is almost always welcomed outdoors, so make sure your tank is full or bring a spare. For more tips, visit louisianapropane.com.
Talk 107.3 FM.
And we are back on the Let's Go Fishing radio show here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge. And right now, Captain Lloyd Landry, Outcast Fishing Charters, joining us. And Marshman Masson will be back with us next week or the week after. So I just want to let everybody know that. And I know that Lloyd likes to always be first on the show. It makes you feel good, doesn't it, Lloyd?
It does, man. It gives you a sense of feeling important. You know, if you're not first, you're last.
Well, you could be second or third.
Yeah, you're right. I really don't care.
Hey, buddy, look, I'm just looking at this forecast. It's going to be a beautiful weekend out there, and
man, is it ever? I'm sitting here looking at it myself, and I actually unfortunately, I have something to do on Saturday, and I'm trying to figure out how I could get home in time to go do an overnighter offshore with my buddies, because it is just absolutely calm. It's beautiful. And if you were looking for a weekend to go fishing, partner, this is definitely it.
Well, it's we're starting to see, and I haven't looked at the water temperatures, but I would imagine that we're starting to see now water temps inch down a little bit, which is one thing that we do need. And, obviously they're still in the mid 80s, but with these temperatures not getting, and people don't realize, when it's 90 degrees inshore, it's like 87 degrees on the coast. But it looks like, this little front's going to help a little bit. And it's just a matter of time before things explode. And we're going to have Robbie Campo on next, and they're starting to see some keeper trout on the inside. And I would imagine
we are too.
Yeah, and I would imagine that a lot of people are trying to hide it, maybe, but people are probably starting to see some down where you are. Let's talk about what's happening down in the Dularge area.
Well, I fished all weekend, and then I actually left and went out of town. I went to Orlando for a conference for my second job, and even went bass fishing over there, but I had boats fish all week for me, and I was sitting here before you called, working on making my post. The guys had a great trip, caught a lot of eater reds, caught a lot of undersized reds, and caught a ton of trout. The trout, they struggled to catch keepers, but there was a lot of trout on the inside. So, as this next full moon comes, it's just, that'll be like the light switch. Now, I do know, there are some fish, and if you grind it on the inside, you put together a good box. Also mixed in with some smaller eater red. There's shrimp everywhere. There's birds everywhere. So everything's on the move. It's just that time of the year, and like I said, this next full moon, that'll be it. We'll be into our fall fishing, no doubt. And I'm excited because I'm busy every weekend all the way through Thanksgiving, and I had a bunch of guys lined up to fish, and so people are excited to get down here in the fall. The days are getting shorter, so that's moving right into that good time of the year. The weather has been consistent. Now today, my guys got rained on off and on, but I was just talking to him, and he was like, "These guys have been fishing with me for 20 years," and they're like, "Man, it was awesome because they have a little bit of rain, but no lightning, and it just kept it cool all day long. And they caught a ton of fish. They ended up with a nice table of keeper trout, a good mess of white trout, and a handful of eater reds. So, fishing's good. We've been catching all of our fish. I've just been using either under a 4-horseman cork, green hornet, and or just fishing tight line. I haven't been fishing trout too much lately, but like I said, my boats that fished the last 3 days did catch some trout. So other than that, redfish, we've been catching them on just pretty much straight artificial. But always bring you a little bag of shrimp for some insurance. And man, I eat my buddies, I'm telling you, from everywhere is catching fish. I had a buddy of mine, Rick, went down to Venice, and they went to go fish down the river, getting all pretty and green. They smashed the trout, then they ran offshore and caught their snapper. So, pretty much right now, no matter where you go, you're going to do good. But Pocadry, Dularge, Dulac is definitely kicking off the fall.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be it looks like it's going to be real good. Has the secret spot in DeKalb started yet with some of the gentlemen?
No, it hasn't. And I'll be honest, there's been birds all over. It's a freaking ladyfish, dude. It's crazy how bad they are. So I stopped a couple times the last 2 weeks. I do know some guys caught a few here and there around Lake DeKalb and around the Rackasee. But, once you start catching those fish in the Rackasee and Jug Lake, in the canals, because the birds will be working on the shrimp in the canals, and all the people with the camps, when they're there on a weekend, they put their lights on and they'd be catching redfish very good. So, that just tells you that those fish are making that push on the inside. Last weekend I ran out of the ship channel, and they had boats shrimping in the home of ship channel. So there you go. That's just telling you, shrimp are on the inside, trout and redfish following them.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And there's shrimp everywhere right now, and I mean that's been a good sign. Lake Pontchartrain, there's more shrimp in Lake Pontchartrain right now than because the shrimpers are in there. And when's the last time you can remember going over the causeway and seeing shrimp boats? And I can tell you, it's been a long time. And
yeah, well, 2 weeks ago I went to a wedding. I fished, and then I booked it home, took a shower, got dressed, and went to a wedding in Mandeville. And we going across the causeway. My wife noticed. I was driving. My wife's like, "Look at all the shrimp boats out there." I was like, "Oh yeah, they're getting them."
Yeah, they are. I mean, they definitely, they definitely are. And I think a lot of people are looking forward to just being able to go and find some fish close to home here pretty soon, and that's what they're gonna, that's what they're gonna be able to do. If you go out to some of the summer spots right now, are there still? I mean, I would imagine you can probably still catch some fish out there.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I hadn't really talked to anybody that's been running to the outside, except right all along the coast. My buddies at the last couple of times that they had gone out to the rigs, out towards the Mardi Gras rigs, and out towards the outside in front of Last Island and Whiskey Island and all. The sharks and the junk fish were so bad, it just kind of deters you to go out there. You go and lose 25, 30 jig heads in a day. It gets frustrating.
Yeah, it definitely does. But yeah, man, I'm excited about it.
Good times are coming, Brad. The good times are coming. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely an amazing fall, and the only people I feel bad for this weekend, I think teal season started last week. I mean, I don't know crap about ducks, but yeah, it's not going to be windy for them.
There are people going. I won't lie, dude. Last weekend.
Oh, dude, when I went down to Venice to get shrimp last weekend, I was like, "There's no. I mean, these birds. If there's a bird out there, it doesn't have a chance."
Yeah, my buddy. When I pulled around Saturday morning, he saw me. It was still dark, but he has a camp in Fisherman's Retreat. And I came around the corner, and him and his wife were drinking coffee at 6 o'clock, and he says, "Dude, 14 to 18 freaking lawnmower motors with the loudest mufflers that you could hear all the way by Lost Lake took off from here. And I don't know what they were going to look for, but, that's what people are passionate about. So, I don't knock them because I have that passion for fishing and deer hunting and all. So hopefully some birds come down this winter.
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good for those guys because, obviously we talk about it all year. We've got 365 days to fish. They don't have that. They don't have that many days to hunt ducks. So let them have their fun out there. Be courteous to them, and let everybody enjoy what we have to offer here in Louisiana.
Yep.
All right, tell us how we can find you, Captain Lloyd.
504-912-8291, or look us up on Facebook, Outcast Fishing Charter.
All right, buddy. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks, and have a great weekend.
Good to talk to you.
All right, bud. I did get in touch with Chaz Champagne about what was going on in Lake Pontchartrain. He's coaching baseball tonight, but he went to the L&N Bridge. He has been catching some trout there and big reds through, and you were going to have to weed through the trout because you're going to get some nice ones and you're going to get some small ones. He has been fishing with his matrix shrimp on a 1-ounce Carolina rig. So he has been fishing at the L&N Bridge, which is the train bridge, which separates. It's not called the L&N Bridge anymore. So, but it's whatever the hell it's called now. But he's been fishing there, and they have been catching some really nice trout there, but you have to pick through them as well. And he has been going with plastic with that matrix shrimp on a 1-ounce Carolina rig. You can also do the drop shot, or you can just do the live shrimp. But there are some trout there, and then in a lot of the other areas in and around there, there's lots of white trout as well. But not seeing many speckled trout at the bridges in Lake Pontchartrain yet, which is, I guess, it's all seasonal, but I can tell you it's going to be incredible because we haven't had any fronts. The lake is full of shrimp right now. So once we get a couple of fronts that come through, it's going to be absolutely silly in Lake Pontchartrain. We'll take a time out. When we come back, Robbie Campo, Campo's Marina, is going to join us. Stay with us here on the Let's Go Fishing radio show on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Camp Connex, located in Shell Beach, provides luxurious accommodations mere steps from the water's edge. The lodge boasts a fully equipped kitchen, 3 cozy bedrooms, a spacious living area, and an outdoor area with reliable Wi-Fi. Unwind on our inviting deck, where you can grill or boil your fresh catch in the outdoor cooking space. For boat owners, Camp Connex offers a nearby boat slip just a short walk from the lodge. Whether you're planning a family weekend escape or a corporate retreat, we warmly welcome both groups. Situated within view of Campo's Marina, the lodge is perfectly positioned near some of Louisiana's finest inshore saltwater fishing. To learn more, check out campconnex.com. That's CONEX.com.
Delta Marina in Empire is back and better than ever. We have everything you need for your next fishing trip. The cabins have been completely renovated, and you can keep your boat on the water at night. The store is stocked with fishing tackle, drinks, beer, ice, and snacks, and live shrimp are available daily. Delta Marina has on-the-water gas and diesel and features a double-wide back-down and plenty of parking for your truck and trailer. And if you're hosting an event, Delta Marina has a covered pavilion for entertainment. Like us on Facebook or call 504-657-5116.
Joe's Bakery Baton Rouge is a family-owned micro-bakery that specializes in cupcakes, pies, and specialty items including vanilla cheesecake, brownies, and their signature pecan pie bars. Joe's Bakery strives to bring you the best from scratch, homemade desserts made with family recipes and quality ingredients. From birthdays to holidays, corporate events to just having a sweet tooth, Joe's Bakery can satisfy all your bakery needs. To see their full line of menu items and to place an order, visit joesbakerybr.com, where they're spreading happiness one bite at a time.
Talk 107.3 FM.
All right, welcome back to the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge. And Robbie Campo's Marina, joining us now. Robbie, how are you this evening?
Kevin, doing wonderful, and you?
I'm doing good, buddy. I am doing good. Well, I was talking to you earlier this week, and
yeah,
I would hearing about some speckled trout on the inside starting to move in.
Well, you know, Kevin, we're getting closer to this fall season. Every day is one day closer, man. So this past week, we saw some keeper trout up in Lake Bourne on the eastern shoreline, which is really a really positive thing to have at this time of the year. Still got a lot of throwbacks in them, you know. But with that said, you know, it's looking really, really, really good. We saw some trout being caught on the backside of the dam this week. Well, actually, it was yesterday. She caught some trout on the backside of the dam, so Hopedale Dam. So things are looking positive. It's looking, it just. I think, Kevin, we need a little bit of cool weather. Maybe to cool these water temperatures down just a little bit. There's a ton of bait still left in the inside, from white shrimp to little pogies to, you know, finger mullets. I mean, it's just crazy with bait inside right now. So these fish are gorging themselves. They're eating, you know, pretty much the spawn, speckled trout spawn is over for the year. So these trout are, you know, migrating and making their way back in. So the transition is happening, and I just think it's going to be any time here before it pops off, and we're going to see some excellent fishing here right outside of Shell Beach.
Yeah, I think you're right, and you know, like we said, water temperatures are going to have to drop just a little bit, but there's plenty of bait. There's a lot of shrimp. It's amazing to me how many shrimp are in Lake Maurepas and in Lake Pontchartrain right now. And those shrimp are going to eventually, when we start getting fronts, they're going to start, popping through and going back out. And not only is the shrimping going to be good, but I can only imagine what the fishing's going to be. And, you know, Robbie, the fronts we're getting now, I mean, this little front we have that's moved through, that's going to have temperatures down in the 60s, in the upper 60s over here, mid 60s over here. We're still not getting any wind with it.
And, you know, Kevin, and we welcome it really, because we so badly need it. I mean, it's pretty much overdue. I tell you, I wish we would get cold fronts, earlier part of September, but unfortunately they just don't happen. But I tell you, you know, we're going to welcome this cold front with open arms, and hopefully it does cool things off. You know, it's not going to be a whole bunch, but look, whatever it takes to get it out of the 90s is okay with me. So, but yeah, I think it's just going to be a couple more, another week or so, maybe a week and a half, maybe, and I think things are going to take off rolling. You know, but on the flip side of that, Kevin, the redfish has been wonderful. Up in that Biloxi Marsh, around that Stump Lagoon area, back, going and on the south side, going to Delacroix side, all the way to Grand Lagoon, all the way to Grand Point Bay, Bay Lafourche area has been good. So, redfishing, you have options. So I think, whatever you decide to go do, plenty white trout still left in the insides, plenty white trout still left over the oyster reefs out around Comfort Island. Really nice white trout, too. I'm not talking about going in and just catching little schoolies. I'm talking about some really good, solid 12, 13-inch white trout. So, there's no reason that you can't go out there and catch a good mixed box of fish. The Long Rocks has been holding a bunch of puppy drums on it. So, you just have options. Whatever you want to go do, you can make it happen.
Yeah, and it's especially this weekend with as calm as it's going to be out there, because the weather is going to be absolutely beautiful. So you'll be able to do that. And I've heard some people going up closer to the Great Wall in the Mr. Go, in some of that deep water, catching white trout in the middle of nowhere. It's like on just little ledges they have. You watch your fish finder, and it may go from 30 feet to 26 feet in those little gullies just in the middle of nowhere, catching white trout on the bottom too. And I know some people that do that. There's no rhyme or reason to it, but yeah, white trout are pretty easy to find right now. And I just think it's a matter of time, like you said, before things are going to go crazy. And I think you could go out and stay close to home right now and fish out of there. And if you have a couple of people and you just stayed in Lake Barn, I bet you could probably catch 20, 25 keeper speckled trout, but you have to work for them, catch a lot of small fish. But I think that's a doable. I think that would be a reasonable expectation for the weekend.
Kevin, I think you're 100% correct. And that's been happening. So, I've been seeing anywhere from, 17, 18, 20, 25 trout being caught. And that's what usually happens. It starts off slow, with a ton of throwbacks, and then all of a sudden, man, it just pops off. But the fish that they're catching, Kevin, which really got me, kind of happy about seeing, is these fish are anywhere from 15 to 18 inches, so that's telling me that these fish are all migrating back in. And, that's a really good sign, and I'm really glad to see that.
Yeah, that's, definitely. It is a good sign. And I'm just excited, man. I think it's going to be I've been talking about this for a month, sound like a broken record. I think it's going to be a great fall, but I really do. And
Kevin, we got a commercial on right now.
Oh, that commercial. It's the same every time. Yeah, it does that every time for you, Robbie. What the hell are they trying to sell you?
I don't know.
Okay, I hope it wasn't one of those, commercials that, yeah. I mean, there's all kind of.
I don't know. You got a commercial. It's still on.
Oh, it's still on. The commercial's still on.
Actually, it's news.
Oh, it's news. Robbie's listening to the news.
It's news.
All right. Here's the news. The politicians don't care.
Yeah.
Is it still on?
No, it's off.
Okay, yeah. Politicians don't care about you at all. They're trying to take away your speech. Even the Republicans now who so vehemently didn't want that to happen, they now want to have it because they're the people in charge. And people need to be careful of that. Watch it, pay attention, because there ain't many good people in the government. And they are going to try to take away the rest of your freedoms, and it's coming. And so, yeah, there's the news for you.
Well, let me tell you, I don't trust the government anyway, so it's good enough.
Yeah, and they indicted that Comey jackass today, too. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I mean, they indicted him. So, yeah. But anyway, so there's your news. If you need more news, I'll be happy to give you more news as well. But it's coming. They're arresting people for putting stuff on social media in Britain, like 12,000 people a year, and that's what they want to do here. They want to silence you. So if they can,
Kevin, as long as they don't silence me about fishing, we're going to be all right.
Well, they may try, Robbie. They could. And but I'll be the first one to bail you out, Robbie.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that, Kevin. I know you got my back. Trust me. I know you got it.
I promise you, I'd be the first one to bail you out, and if I was short on money, I'd be the first one to buy you some soap on the rope. But anyway, why don't you give us the phone number that we can get in touch with you while I'm still on the air here before I get thrown off?
Well, if you want to call us down at Campos Marina, you call us at area code 504-239-6377, or you can call us at area code 504-239-5165.
All right, sounds like a winner, and we will talk to you soon, my friend.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll head west. Captain Kirk Stansel, Hackberry Rod and Gun, and coming up on the Let's Go Fishing radio show here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
Good. Yeah. Buy your new Chevy the easy way. Wow. Ralph Sellers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Whoa. Ralph Sellers Chevrolet Hyundai.
Yeah.
Hey, Max here.
Hey, Max.
On road or off?
Wait, what?
We're saving you money.
That's right.
Our goal, sell you your car, truck, or SUV the easy way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on at Ralph Sellers.
Right here.
Come walk our lot or go online.
Right now.
You're going to love this.
Ralph Sellers.
Just minutes from the Crescent City, St. Bernard is New Orleans' most historic neighbor. Savor our southern flair for cooking, from the freshest catch of the day to Louisiana's spicy Creole favorites. Experience our abundant fishing with some of the nation's most generous catch limits. In St. Bernard, you can stroll the fields of the Battle of New Orleans and relive the historic conflict. And there's always a party where festivals celebrate our unique spirit and culture. Discover St. Bernard and let history be your guide.
Joe's Bakery Baton Rouge is a family-owned micro bakery that specializes in cupcakes, pies, and specialty items including vanilla cheesecake, brownies, and their signature pecan pie bars. Joe's Bakery strives to bring you the best from scratch homemade desserts made with family recipes and quality ingredients. From birthdays to holidays, corporate events to just having a sweet tooth, Joe's Bakery can satisfy all your bakery needs. To see their full line of menu items and to place an order, visit joesbakerybr.com, where they're spreading happiness one bite at a time.
Making memories is what the outdoors is about, and that's our specialty at Saltgrass Lodge in Buras, just 1 hour south of New Orleans. Spend a day with one of our 12 licensed captains catching reds or offshore fishing in the Gulf. Then enjoy some of the best local seafood and Cajun cuisine at our 4-story antebellum-style lodge on the banks of the Mississippi River. Sleep in comfort in one of our luxurious rooms overlooking the river, or relax in our pool and cabanas. Family and corporate packages are available. Book your adventure today at saltgrassoutdoors.com.
Talk 107.3 FM.
And we're back on the Let's Go Fishing radio show here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge. Captain Kirk Stansell, Hackberry Rod and Gun, joining us now. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Kevin. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Well, let's talk about my favorite subject.
Okay, teal hunting.
Yeah, you got it.
I know that's not your favorite subject. You want to get it out of the way.
Well, no. I want you to talk about it because I don't want to have to ask any stupid questions. So I'm just going to leave the floor open to you, and you can say what you need to say before I make a fool of myself.
Okay. Well, Saturday it opened. We had a real good opener, and then it just fell off. I mean, Sunday was just okay, and Monday, Tuesday, yesterday was horrible. I mean, it was not many birds at all. But this morning they showed back up. We had 4 blinds hunted, 3 of them limited out, so it was a good day.
Yeah, because if you would have asked me what my suggestions would have been, I would have said just take some stale bread and just throw it out, and maybe they'll come to you.
Well, you get caught for baiting then.
Yeah, see, I'd get in trouble. Yeah. and I'd be innocent because I wouldn't be able to shoot the damn things anyway because I'd miss them, and I would just and
all you have to do is attempt to get them, and they'll get you.
Look, I never forget. Oh my God, this was years ago, and I had to go down with Eli Haydell, and we were somewhere down there, and I was going to be in another blind with a cutaway camera, and we got back there, and the feds came to check us out. And they quizzed. And I finally said, "Dude, look at me. Do I look like," because I didn't have a, stamp because I wasn't hunting. I didn't have a gun with me or anything. And and he was just quizzing me about everything. I said, "Can you absolutely not tell how miserable I am right now? And I don't have a gun, and look at me. Do I look like a duck hunter to you?" He's like, "Yeah, that's a good point." I said, "You ain't got to worry about me killing any. The only way I'm going to kill one of these things is if I step on it on the way out of here." So, I'm going to tell you what, they did everything but a cavity search of us down there.
The feds, they'll grill you pretty good. The state boys are they're a lot nicer than the Fed guys. Yeah,
those Fed guys were something. I even had to I felt so bad. I told them I told them that when I was trick-or-treating when I was a kid, I took 2 pieces of candy out of the box one time instead of 1. I was confessing to everything, brother. I was confessing. All right, well, let's get off my favorite subject, and let's talk now about fishing and what's been going on with the fishing over in Big Lake.
It's a grind. It's not happening. The trout are almost non-existent, Kevin. I mean, you can go out and catch, 10, 12-inch trout, but they're not here right now. The only thing keeping us going is redfish.
We talked about, every time we have you on, we talk about that freeze from last year. I mean, do you think that's it, or is something else going on over there?
That is the main reason is the freeze last year. 2 years in a row we had a big freeze.
Right.
And this is the slow. I'm telling you, this is the slowest I've seen trout fishing since the '83 freeze.
Good Lord. And now, look, this is a fishing guide, folks, that wants you to come fishing. So, we get honest people on here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you like it is. I mean, it is what it is. It's just, I'm saying it's as bad as I've ever seen it. I mean, we got good captains going out there that go every day, and they'll come back with 2 trout, 5 trout. I mean, you're not going to, I mean, if you get double digits, you've had a pretty good day.
Wow. Well, maybe something will change when these fronts start moving.
It will.
Maybe.
I mean, it's the September blues. The transition. That's compounding things, but it'll get cranked up whenever the bait starts leaving the marsh and the water temperature drops. Like it always does, and we'll start catching some fish.
What about flounder? Are they still? I know they're going to be there on October 15th. That's when you can't catch them again.
Oh, yeah,
but
you can't keep them.
Yeah, are you seeing any flounder right now, or is that still not that great?
Just some. I had a captain come in the other day. He had 3. They were 2-3 pounders, but they're slim too.
Wow. Well, it is going to get better, and you guys are always.
To.
Yep, and you guys are always going to find some teal, some ducks, geese, whatever the hell it is you shoot out of the sky, and fish. And if you want to go do all of that, you can go to Hackberry Rod and Gun. They're going to feed you. They're going to give you a nice lunch the next day, a breakfast in the morning. They're going to wake you up. You're going to have a great time down there, and you're not going to be disappointed because the experience itself, along with catching fish, I promise you'll have a good time.
Well, that's what we want to do is just give everybody a good experience. Of course, we want to put a bunch of fish in the box, and we're going to try our best to do that.
Right. And if you need some help with the teal and calling them in, give me a call because me and my duck calling ability.
Can you be here in the morning?
Yeah, I probably could, but you might as well cancel your trips if I got out there. First of all, I'd probably be wearing some neon shirt or something. You'd be like, oh, you have to wear camo. Oh, I didn't know that. But
yeah, but you probably don't own any.
Yeah, don't know. That is true. I don't. I think I have a pair of camo underwear, but that's personal. But other than that, I don't know. All right, so folks want to get in touch with you. We've Hackberry Rod and Gun has finally joined the 21st century, and we no longer have a toll-free number. So because it's all toll-free. So
that's right. That's exactly because everybody has cell phones.
All right, so give us the number.
337-762-3391. Hackberry Rod and Gun. You spell out the word and.com.
All right, buddy. We appreciate it. And sorry I can't be down there to help you with the teal tomorrow. But maybe I can help you when the big duck season comes. If y'all need some help, just let me know.
All right, Kevin.
Because here's my suggestion. Go find a pond in front of a hospital, and there's always ducks there.
There you go. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Ducks and geese.
See? I know more. I know more than you think. All right, buddy. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.
All right, you too, Kevin.
All right. We're going from west to east. Captain Shane Mayfield, Adventure South Guide Service in Venice, joining us next on the Let's Go Fishing radio show here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Plaquemines Parish, just south of New Orleans, is the premier fishing destination in the country. From bass in the Mississippi River Delta to redfish and speckled trout along the coast to yellowfin tuna and more offshore. Come fish North America's richest estuary. Plaquemines Parish boasts the South's best waterfowl hunting and is an ecotourism paradise. World-class marinas, abundant lodging along the banks of the Mississippi River, great restaurants, and the best licensed charter boat captains in the country are why we want you to visit Plaquemines Parish, where it's not just fishing, it's catching. Visit us at plaqueminsparishtourism.com.
Camp Connex, located in Shell Beach, provides luxurious accommodations, mere steps from the water's edge. The lodge boasts a fully equipped kitchen, 3 cozy bedrooms, a spacious living area, and an outdoor area with reliable Wi-Fi. Unwind on our inviting deck, where you can grill or boil your fresh catch in the outdoor cooking space. For boat owners, Camp Connex offers a nearby boat slip just a short walk from the lodge. Whether you're planning a family weekend escape or a corporate retreat, we warmly welcome both groups. Situated within view of Campo's Marina, the lodge is perfectly positioned near some of Louisiana's finest inshore saltwater fishing. To learn more, check out campconx.com. That's CONEX.com.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of a propane burner starting off another epic tailgate. I'm Miss Louisiana Gabrielle McLeod with some safety messages for your next trip to the ballpark. First, check the tailgating rules at your venue. Most stadiums have strict rules about when, where, and how to tailgate safely. Propane is almost always welcomed outdoors, so make sure your tank is full or bring a spare. For more tips, visit louisianapropane.com.
Talk 107.3 FM.
Okay, do this. Call Cavell, and then we're going to call him back. All right, welcome back to the show. We're trying to get in touch with Captain Shane Mayfield with the Adventure South Guide Service, and have not been able to do that yet, but we'll see what we can find out. We did have a question from Rick Bailey. He's going down to fish trout in Venice Saturday and Sunday. Let me know what to do. Well, Rick, what I would do, and we're going to try to get Shane back on the show, but I did talk to Captain Brandon Ballet a little bit earlier, and he was able to tell me that he's caught a couple of trout. They are catching limits of flounder down there right now. So what I would tell you, if you're going to fish on the inside, you are going to catch a few. You definitely are going to catch redfish. You're going to catch flounder, and I would go for those. And you're going to catch a few speckled trout. If you're going to fish, if you want to catch speckled trout, you're going to have to go towards the outside and fish the outer edges. And I know they're still fishing the islands out there. I mean, and it's going to be a nice weekend. If you want to make a run to the islands, they're still catching them out there. I know that for a fact. But I do know that as of yesterday, as far as, and the water's beautiful down there, the river's at 3 feet. As of yesterday, it is 2 or 3 trout on the inside. So my suggestion would be outside edges for the speckled trout. But I would certainly take advantage of this flounder fishing right now if I was you. Anywhere from, any cut in Tiger Pass, Main Pass, Pass Elutra, any of those cuts, fish them, and you're going to find some fish. All right, we are going to do, I'll tell you what, let's get Shane real quick back on, and then we'll get to David, because I think we're going to have Shane's phone. So Cavell, hold on a second. We're going to try to get this, we're going to try to get all of this fixed up here. We're getting Captain Shane Mayfield on the line with us, and gotta love radio sometimes. It's always fun. So let's see if we can get Shane to answer his phone, and Rick, he will give us a better idea. Okay. All right. So we got Captain Shane Mayfield with the Adventure South Guide Service. And Shane, how are you, buddy?
All right. How about yourself, Kev?
Man, I'm doing good. Hey, I was just answering a question from one of our listeners. He was, and let's see if my answer was right. Said, I'm headed down to Venice to fish trout in Venice Saturday and Sunday. Let me know what to do. So I said that I had talked to a couple of captains. I talked to Brandon Ballet. He said the flounder fishing is out of sight, but they're only catching a few trout on the inside right now. So I said, head to the outside edges of the islands this weekend because it's going to be calm. How was my answer to him? Hopefully it wasn't terrible.
Was it. That was it. Well, they've been, the trout that had been being caught had been on that east side out by Breton Sound, the rigs around Breton. And when the weather's calm, they've been pretty decent. I mean, I haven't been fishing, and I'm kind of in my redfish mode, but I've been seeing some come in. But like you said, it's got to be calm to be able to get out there.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be, it is supposed to be, it's supposed to be nice this weekend. You do a lot of redfish charters, and you kind of fish up the road some. You do a lot of fly fishing. So let's talk about the fly fishing and everything, and fishing kind of up the road from Venice. What's the fishing been like?
It's still tough. I mean, it's been hot. Water's dirty. So when you're trying to do that type of fishing, you got to have clean water. And if you got any kind of wind this time of year because of the heat, the only chance you got to really find good water is getting to the outside and hope you got a little incoming tide and it's not windy so you can find good water. But we hadn't really been having that, so
we've been having to really work to catch fish. But, the guys I get, they come from a lot of guys who come from all over the country, and, they travel all over the world fly fishing, so they get it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's a little tougher. But, hey, looks like we got a little front coming this weekend, and not major, but hopefully that's just the beginning, and we'll start seeing it cool off, the water will clean up, and then the fishing will get better when we start getting some clean water.
Shane, I swear, ever since, I'm trying to think, probably March, driving down to Venice almost every week, when I go over the bridge in Empire, Bay Adams right there has been filthy just about why is it? It's probably an easy answer to this question. I just don't know it. Why is it so damn dirty?
Well, it's so open now. Look, you go over that bridge, and people don't realize. Look, that area between, say, Buras or the back of Venice and Grant and like Lake Washington or let's say Barataria Bay, that is the poster child for coastal erosion. So it's so wide open. You get windy years, which we had this year, and the water just doesn't seem to want to clean up. There's nothing to clean it. There's nothing to filter it. It's sad, but as you drive over that bridge, you're watching that fishery wash away, and we can go into a whole nother, show about that. But bottom line is, a few special interest groups have kept anybody from doing any kind of coastal restoration efforts, and eventually all the fisheries are going to suffer because of it.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. And what's your, everybody's asking, we've obviously the river's down to 3 feet right now. So the question always is speckled trout on the inside. And like I said, I talked to Brandon, he said, 1 or 2 a day, probably we're looking at about another 3 weeks before we start to kind of see that, 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, you just need to cool down. They'll start trickling into the outer edges, into the passes closer to the, the bays and whatnot. But the real catalyst is always has been is a drop in temperature. You got to get that water. You got to get the water temperatures down. Some of the bait disappears. Some of it goes in. So in other words, right now you got bait everywhere. There's a multitude of food all over the place, and the fish are still on the outside. As it starts going down, that's kind of a catalyst, for the fish moving into the inside, and you got to get that cool weather to make that really start happening.
Well, hopefully it's going to happen soon. And Shane, I would imagine if everything stays like it is and tropics stay quiet, it looks like it's going to be an outstanding fall, up and down Plaquemines Parish, especially in Venice.
Yeah. We had a good spring. They had trout around. As usual, this time of year, look, you know how long we've been doing this. September has always been transitional.
Yep.
Even back 30 years ago when Venice was way better than it is now, and most of these guys are guys that wasn't even around, September was always a tough month.
Yeah.
So, we're just in it right now, and all we need is a few fronts, and then everything's going to start changing.
All right. Well, if you want to go on a great fishing trip, bring the family, learn a lot about fishing, and just have an outstanding experience, I cannot recommend Captain Shane Mayfield anymore. He's one of the best in the business. And Captain Shane, how can we find you?
You can call me on the cell or text me 504-382-2711 or find me on LouisianaFishingTrip.com.
All right, my friend. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
All right, you too, Kev. Thanks.
All right. Freshwater Report, Dave Cavell coming up next to wrap things up on the Let's Go Fishing radio show on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge.
Joe's Bakery Baton Rouge is a family-owned micro bakery that specializes in cupcakes, pies, and specialty items including vanilla cheesecake, brownies, and their signature pecan pie bars. Joe's Bakery strives to bring you the best from scratch, homemade desserts made with family recipes and quality ingredients. From birthdays to holidays, corporate events to just having a sweet tooth, Joe's Bakery can satisfy all your bakery needs. To see their full line of menu items and to place an order, visit joesbakerybr.com, where they're spreading happiness one bite at a time.
Hey, Max! We're looking good.
Yeah!
Buy your new Chevy the easy way.
Wow!
Ralph Sellers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Whoa!
Ralph Sellers Chevrolet Hyundai.
Yep.
Hey, Max here.
Hey, Max!
On road or off?
Wait, what?
We're saving you money.
That's right.
Our goal? Sell you your car, truck, or SUV the easy way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on at Ralph Sellers.
Right here.
Come walk our lot or go online.
Right now.
You're going to love this.
Ralph Sellers.
Come to Shell Beach and hook a left at the bridge and see my friends at Campos Marina. They have what you need for your fishing trip and are located in the heart of the best fishing in St. Bernard Parish. And Campos' famous live shrimp come with a guarantee of catching fish or they're going to die trying. Our staff will help get you in and out of the water quickly, and they have lots of parking for your truck and trailer. Fuel, ice, and overnight accommodations are also available. Come to Shell Beach and let the Campo family help you have a fishing trip of a lifetime. Campos Marina since 1903. Call today at 504-239-6377.
Just minutes from the Crescent City, St. Bernard is New Orleans' most historic neighbor. Savor our southern flair for cooking, from the freshest catch of the day to Louisiana's spicy Creole favorites. Experience our abundant fishing with some of the nation's most generous catch limits. In St. Bernard, you can stroll the fields of the Battle of New Orleans and relive the historic conflict. And there's always a party where festivals celebrate our unique spirit and culture. Discover St. Bernard and let history be your guide.
Talk 107.3 FM.
All right, welcome back to the show. Dave Cavell joining us now with our freshwater fishing report. Dave, how are you?
Doing great, Kevin. Just sitting here on beautiful Bell River, and got our state tournament starting tomorrow morning here in the Chapelai Basin, and fishing's been pretty good, pretty consistent. Hey, the good thing is for those that are really want to know, man, the sac-a-lait have really turned on in this area, and I watched a few guys and talked to a couple guys throughout the week while I've been scouting. I've been here the last 3 or 4 days, and man, they are just putting really beautiful sac-a-lait in that Bayou Pigeon and Bayou Saul area. They are just they're not catching a bunch, but they are really pretty. And when I say a bunch, they're still catching 40 or 50, but they are really nice, Kevin. So that's a good thing. We haven't talked about that much lately, but the water cooling off a little bit. And water's been falling, good tides this weekend, and I think all in all, whether you want to go to Chapelai Basin, if you want to go to Venice, I think everything's going to be fantastic this weekend.
Yeah, I think it is too, and that's one of the things I would do if I was fishing this weekend is I would not freshwater wise, but I'd go down and get on those flounder in Venice because you have up until October 15th, and then you have to throw them back. But my goodness, that flounder bite is off the chart down there right now.
And the good thing, Kevin, is, the bass guys will catch the flounder while they're bass fishing, and a few redfish too. But the flounder bite has been spectacular down there. The bass bite is just only getting better and better and better and better. But the tides this weekend just setting up for that beautiful. I mean, if you want to go down there this weekend, it's time to go. So whether you want to go to Bayou Black, Venice, like I said, the Chapelai Basin, there's the fish. I mean, the shad are moving really good now. They're getting pushed up. They're schooling. So things are looking really nice for every area. I mean, I'm not trying to be facetious about this at all. I'm just trying to be honest. I mean, everybody, when I was at the tournament meeting, we just left, and, everybody seems to be pretty confident, which that's not normally the case when you're talking to a bunch of guys you're competing against. So, I think this weekend in the Chapelai Basin, Venice, Bayou Black, the whole area is going to be good.
Well, Dave, that's good. Dave, let's before we wrap things up, obviously saving the most important thing for last. Your thoughts on a very important thing that came up earlier this week, which I know is very important to you and a lot of other people, and I sure as hell don't know why, but this Whit Weeks situation with the Ole Miss football coach's daughter.
So I've actually been knowing they've been dating for over 2 months. So okay. I think that's kind of funny that I was way ahead of our boy Jimmy Ott and all that, but I guess nobody said nothing. But she seems to be a nice person, and she likes Louisiana boys. It looks like a whole lot. So hey, go Tigers! And this weekend's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna be sitting out there to weigh in and watch it on our phones. And I did bring my TV to set up at the weigh-in if they'll allow me. So
okay, so you're okay with Whit Weeks dating Kiffin's daughter?
Hey, I mean,
don't say anything nasty.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, no. I think
please.
Yeah, I mean,
I get in enough trouble as it is. I'm the only person. I'm the only person on this show. I'm the only person on this station that's got a disclaimer.
Yeah, well, so I mean, Whit's a really nice guy. I've met him a few times, and hey, it's going to be a tough ball game this weekend, Kevin. And hey, like Lane said, take the over.
Oh, okay, take the over. All right, so all right, Dave. Very good information, and we'll talk to you next week. And
sure.
That's going to wrap everything up. Beautiful weekend, folks. Get out there, go fishing. It's going to be nice, a little bit cooler in the morning, but no wind for the weekend, and that's the way things are going to be. And we invite you to join us again at next Thursday, 6:05 to 7 p.m. for another edition of the Let's Go Fishing Radio Show right here on Talk 107.3 in Baton Rouge. Y'all have a great weekend. Thank you so much for your support. Check out our Fishing Report, 9 p.m. newscast, Fox 44, Baton Rouge, tonight. Y'all enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you on the radio next Thursday, 6:05. God bless, and so long, everyone.
Protect your retirement. The Presley Group time, 7 o'clock.
WBRP Baker, Baton Rouge. WTGE HD2, Baton Rouge. Talk 107.3 FM. Get a free